My name's Joe Thompson. It's been 2 years since I graduated from college, but I haven't gotten a job and have just been bumming around. My parents tell me to get a job, but the truth is, I don't know what I should do. For now, I've been ignoring my parents' words, saying that getting a job just for the sake of it goes against my principles. However, my dad got fed up with me and said, "You're gonna go train with the mob." So I ended up being sent off to train with the mob, even though I didn't want to. That's the Anderson family. Even though my parents are the heads of the Thompson family, why couldn't they let me join their own family? That's something I wonder about too. But well, I was kicked out and told to train, so there's nothing I can do about it. Sigh, what a pain. Why the heck do I gotta train with the mob of all things? I went to college, but it wasn't so I could become a mobster. And so, I was thrown into the Anderson family without really understanding why, and I passed through their gates. But even though I passed through, I don't know what I should do. The only people around are scary-looking old guys. I want to ask what I should do, but they're so scary that I don't even feel like talking to them. This really sucks. If anything, they should have just let me join my dad's family. Then, like always, they'd be like young master this and young master that, fawning over me, and I wouldn't have any problems at all. I was muttering stuff like that to myself when suddenly, "Hey, you. Hey, can't you hear me calling you?" And the moment I heard that, I was smacked on the head. Ow. My parents have never hit me on the head before, so why are you suddenly hitting me? I said that and turned around, and sure enough, standing there was another guy with a scary face. Huh? I called out to you cause you were just standing there spacing out. And you were getting hit cause you didn't answer. No way. I didn't think you were talking to me. You didn't even call my name. So how was I supposed to know? What? You're a cheeky bastard, and yeah, you can call me cheeky, but in reality, I've never been hit for something like this before. Because of that, I felt like I'd come to a terrifying place. What's your name? Joe Thompson. Thompson. Don't tell me you're related to the Thompson family. That's not a name I'm too happy to hear. Alright, from now on, you're Joey. Got it? When I call for Joey, you better come running right away. What? Huh? You got a problem with that? I'm not a dog, so even if you tell me to come running right away, you're 100 years too early to be talking back to me. Saying that, he smacked me again. Please stop that. Why do you keep hitting me? The world of the mob is a world of power. I'm teaching you that I'm above you with my power. No way. I went to college, you know. And yet, teaching me about hierarchy with power. College. Which college did you go to? Arizona State University. ASU. You were talking all high and mighty, so I thought it'd be some famous college, but it's just a bottom-tier school that let in a cat if it could write its name, ain't it? LOL. Being told that really stings. It stings, but it's certainly true. It's a college you can get into as long as you can write your name, even without studying properly. That's exactly why I took the entrance exam for it too. I thought that as long as I could get in, I could spend the next 4 years just hanging out. Thanks to that, I was able to spend 4 years fooling around with my friends. You know, if you act all high and mighty just cause you graduated from a college like that, you're gonna get made fun of instead. LOL. That's mean. But it's still a fact that I'm a college graduate. Which college did you graduate from? I never went to college or nothing. I joined this world as a high school grad. LOL. Oh, so you're a high school grad, huh? LOL. Yay, that's why I've been with the Anderson family for 13 years. Thanks to that, I'm an underboss now. LOL. Huh, an underboss, huh? That's right. LOL. So you gotta listen to everything I say. Got it. LOL. Huh? Why's that? Who do you think you are? What do you think the world of the mob is? What do I think? I just ended up joining by chance. By chance. Yeah, it's not like I joined cause I wanted to. What the? You thought you'd become a mobster even though you don't got any motivation. That's not it. My dad stuck me in here, saying if I was just gonna bum around, I should go train. And today's my first day. I see. So you're a newbie, huh? No wonder you don't know nothing. LOL. It's not like I don't know anything, you know, LOL. If you're gonna be a mobster, it don't matter who your parents are or nothing like that. The world of the mob is all about strict hierarchy, you see. Especially the low-ranking newbies gotta come earlier than the senior members and clean up. What's that? Come earlier than the senior members and do it. No way, I don't wanna. It ain't a matter of if you wanna or not. Saying that, he smacked me again. Stop it, I said, it hurts. Can't you get it through words? You don't seem to get it, so I'm teaching you with my fists like this. Listen up, I'm teaching you, so the words you should be saying are thank you very much. You don't need nothing else. That's so unreasonable. It ain't unreasonable or nothing. When you come in the morning, the first thing is cleaning the toilet. Polish it so clean you could lick it. No way. Toilets are full of germs, aren't they? That's exactly why you gotta polish it clean. It's the toilet the senior members use. If you want them to use it comfortably, you gotta polish it with all your heart. Did you polish it clean enough to lick too when you were a newbie? Yeah, when I was a newbie, I'd come earlier than anyone else and clean the toilet. That's so outdated. What was that? Oh, I got it. Next is cleaning the yard. Cleaning the yard. That's right. If you don't sweep it clean, the senior members will feel bad when they come, right? Ick. What? Got it. Especially put effort into the entrance. Why especially the entrance? The entrance is the face of this family. If the entrance is dirty when a guest comes, it'd be embarrassing, right? It's the same as a boss's face being dirty. Ahaha, the boss's face being dirty, lol. If that's the case, shouldn't you wash the boss's face first? LOL. What was that? That's not what you meant. Course not. I mean keep it that clean. Okay. And you do that before the senior members come. What time do the senior members come? They all come at 8. So if you're only doing that, you gotta come 2 hours early. What? 2 hours, so 6 am. Obviously. If I do that, I won't have time to rest. I can't wake up that early. You're gonna wake up. How tyrannical. And if a senior member says they're thirsty, you gotta run to the convenience store right away. If they say they're hungry, you gotta go buy a bento from the convenience store right away. What's that? Isn't that just being an errand boy? It ain't being an errand boy. That's the foundation of hierarchy. Unbelievable. If you're saying it's unbelievable over just that, you ain't cut out to be a mobster. But still, waking up early is impossible for me. I've never woken up that early before. So what? Man, I don't wanna. I guess I don't wanna be a mobster after all. Even if you don't wanna, you came here to do it, didn't you? Jero, but still, it's impossible, that kinda thing. It's ridiculous. What's ridiculous? I mean, if everyone does it, there's no need to come that early, right? That's right, let's all do it together, lol. Isn't it weird for only the newbies to do it? This is power harassment, lol. Power harassment. That's right, you keep talking about power dynamics, but this is power harassment. Power harassment is nonsense these days. You can establish hierarchy just fine without doing that kinda thing. I refuse. Are you making fun of me? I don't know who you are, but I don't know you well enough to make fun of you, lol. Is that so? Then get out of here. The Anderson family doesn't need incompetent weaklings. You're excommunicated. For real. Jay, for real. If there's someone like you here, you'll just be a bother to everyone. Get out right now. Yay. Then I'll leave. I'm free now. What's with this guy? Why's he so happy about it? Isn't it obvious? LOL. I didn't want to come to a place like this. I wanted to just live each day bumming around, but my parents stuck me in here saying that was no good. LOL. If I'm excommunicated, even my parents can't complain, right? LOL. It's a righteous cause. LOL. If you hated it that much, why didn't you tell your parents? This is a bother for us too, you know. My parents aren't easygoing enough for me to say that. LOL. I wanted to see what the world had to offer until I found what I wanted to do. That's why I was doing part-time jobs at least. LOL. But my old man said part-time jobs aren't real jobs. LOL. In the end, I've fallen from grace. LOL. The mob doesn't suit me in the first place. LOL. I can understand how your dad feels. No way you can understand. LOL. That stubborn old man. Count me out. But thanks to you, I've gained my freedom. LOL. Whew, I'm grateful. ZXE. LOL. Is that so? LOL. You're a really cheeky guy. Well then, I'm gonna go tell old man Anderson that I'm going home for now. I don't think I'll ever come back, but you take care too. Saying that, I cheerfully waved my hand and headed for Anderson's boss's room in high spirits. I felt truly lighthearted, and thinking I was free now, my mind was filled with nothing but thoughts of what to do for fun. Should I contact my friends and go to see a movie? Or should I go pick up some girls? LOL. However, I would soon realize that I was being too optimistic. I cheerfully knocked on the door to the boss's room and entered with a big smile still on my face. There, Mr. Anderson was facing a computer with a difficult expression. Don. Oh, Aunt Joe, what's up? Did you meet Wilson? Wilson? Who's that? He's our underboss. I asked him to be in charge of your education. Oh, that nagging old guy, right? LOL. I met him, LOL. Nagging, huh? LOL. Well, don't say that and just do what he says, LOL. He's been with this family for a long time. If you properly do what he says, you won't have any troubles in this family, you know, LOL. About that, though, I'm quitting after today. I see, you're quitting, LOL. Huh? You're quitting? Yes. LOL. What do you mean? You just got here today. It hasn't even been 2 hours since you arrived. That's right, LOL. But I'm quitting. After all, I got excommunicated, LOL. Huh? Excommunicated? How did that happen? Who knows? That Yahij guy or whatever. Yahij? It's Wilson, LOL. Wilson, whatever. They're basically the same thing, right? LOL. He just didn't like me, LOL. I guess mob training is just impossible for me, LOL. No, you won't know that unless you try, will you? But when I heard about it, it was just too much, LOL. I mean, he said to polish the toilet clean enough to lick, LOL. No one's gonna lick a place like that, LOL. If I'm made to do that, that's just bullying, LOL. Joe, that's just a figure of speech. It means to polish it that clean. He's not actually telling you to lick it. And he said cleaning the yard is my job too. And to come 2 hours early for that, LOL. What a joke, LOL. Well, it's true that it takes about that much time. If you're gonna do it properly. I've never woken up that early, LOL. That's why I said it's impossible. Then he was like, you're excommunicated. LOL. I thought it was lucky for me, so I decided to accept that excommunication. No, that's a problem. Your dad asked me to take care of you, but to quit over something like that. It's fine. I'll make up some story for my old man, LOL. Joe, that's not gonna cut it. So you should calm down first and talk it over again, don't you think? No way, LOL. Getting hit just cause he called out hey, without even saying my name and I didn't answer, that makes me lose all motivation. LOL. That's just how it is in the world of the mob. It can't be helped. So what if it's the world of the mob? Keeping it up just cause you've been told that's how it should be is behind the times. I don't want to live my life behind the times like that. So that's that. I'll be going now. I won't come back here again. LOL. Wait. Joe, I'm gonna call your dad now. Why are you calling my old man? If you do that, this perfect chance will slip away. I don't want that. It doesn't work that way. I was asked by your dad to take good care of you. My dad's the only one who said that. I never agreed to anything. LOL. Well then, I'll be going now. Saying that, I left. But right then, the underboss came in. I thought the conversation was over, but it seemed like it was gonna get longer again. Then the boss yelled at the underboss. You really did it this time. The boss, who had been kind until now, suddenly growled like a tiger. This really surprised me. Huh, what's wrong, Don? What the hell did you say to Joe here? Huh, what did I say? You said he's excommunicated, didn't you? Oh, yes, LOL. I said that. Then he was supposed to come here happily. What's the point of making him happy? This Joe here is the son entrusted to me by his dad. It's meaningless to excommunicate him, isn't it? Be that as it may, this guy has no motivation at all. If we have someone like him, it'll lower the morale of the family members. It's your job to do something about that. That may be true, but it was just too terrible. That's right, Don, LOL. Don't worry about it. I don't mind at all, LOL. Don, this guy is like this, you see. Even if you tell him to be strict in the world of the mob, it's impossible with how he is. I'm telling you that won't do. What's going on? Is there some reason? I hadn't told you, but Joe here is the son of the head of the Thompson family. Ha ha, woo-woo. The underboss looked at my face with wide eyes. I looked at the underboss proudly. How's that? Hearing I'm the son of the head of the Thompson family must have made you cower in fear, lol. You can't act all high and mighty with me anymore, lol. But contrary to my intentions, what the underboss said was, Don, is this guy really the son of the Thompson family? Then the boss plopped down in his chair with a big sigh and answered yes. No way. When I heard Thompson, I thought maybe, but to think the son of the Thompson family is such a good-for-nothing son. That's why the head of the Thompson family was at his wit's end and sent him here to train. How can we easily excommunicate him? But this is just impossible. This guy is like a modern-day monster. We can't even talk to him properly, you know. I've trained many new recruits until now, but this guy is just too much. Rather than training in our family, it'd be better to send him to a temple or something. It can't be helped. I was personally asked by the head of the Thompson family. Sigh. It's not that big of a deal, lol. You two are exaggerating, lol. It's true I'm the son of the head of the Thompson family, but, lol, I don't want to be a mobster, lol. If I could live happily being fawned over by the Thompson family members like young master this, young master that every day, that'd be good enough, lol. See, Don, having our family taken a guy like this is just a waste of time. Wilson, do you know what state our family's finances are in? Well, of course I do. At this rate, we'll eventually run out of funds and the family will have to disband. But if we can make this Joe here into a full-fledged man, our family is supposed to receive a large sum of money. Huh, is that so? Yay, that's why we absolutely have to turn Joe into a proper mobster, no matter what. You get it now, right? The boss slumped his shoulders dejectedly. Is it really that bad? LOL. Don, if it's money, we family members will work hard for it. There's a limit to how much you guys can do, even if you work hard. That may be true, but, I'm gonna go home, okay? LOL. There's no point in me staying here any longer, LOL. It's fine now, right? LOL. No, wait. This isn't settled yet. I was thinking of going to see a movie with my friends when I get back, LOL. So excommunication is fine. LOL. Don, don't worry about it either, LOL. I'll make up some story for my old man, LOL. No, that won't do. I'm gonna contact the head of the Thompson family now, so wait until it's settled. The boss hurriedly picked up the phone and started talking to my old man. But my old man thought it wouldn't get settled over the phone, so he said he'd come right away and hung up. Shortly after, a high-class black car stopped in the office parking lot, and my old man entered the boss's room. Mr. Thompson, I'm sorry for troubling you. The boss bent his waist and greeted my old man who had entered. Dad, you didn't have to come all the way here. My old man glared at me, but I didn't care. I was used to that kind of thing. Now then, I couldn't get the gist of it over the phone. Will you explain it properly, Mr. Anderson? Yes. Well then, your son says he doesn't want to be a mobster. I'm pretty sure I told you I was well aware of that, didn't I? That's certainly true, but the boss was sweating bullets like a frog being stared at by a snake, and his explanation was faltering. At this rate, the conversation would never end. Just as I thought that and was about to speak up, the underboss opened his mouth first. I'm Wilson, the underboss. I was in charge of instructing your son this time, but I must apologize. It's very difficult to say, but your son has never been hit before, so instruction through fists is not feasible. Moreover, he's very cheeky. It's too much for me to handle. I see, and if you really want to put him through serious training, it would be better to send him to a temple or something. A temple? Are you saying mob training can be done at a temple? Do you want to make him a mobster, Don? He doesn't want that, you know. I think you're the cheeky one, huh? I can help it if you think that. I only taught him a little bit about the hierarchy in the mob, and he says he has no motivation at all. Not only that, he's going on about power harassment and being outdated. Like this, no matter what we teach him, it won't sink in. It'll only disturb the morale of the Anderson family. In other words, you're saying you can't instruct him. Yes, it's impossible with such a defective son. You're calling my son defective. I'm sorry, but I don't think this is something that should be sugar-coated. You sure are direct, aren't ya? It's true my son might be defective, but that's exactly why I left him here. And yet, you're gonna abandon him after just 1 or 2 hours. I don't have time to waste on someone with no motivation. Hey, Wilson, what the hell are you saying to the boss? I'm just speaking the truth. I think it's stupid to try to teach someone who has no motivation. How many new recruits have you trained so far? I've trained over 30 people. There must have been some poor learners among them too, right? There were, but this is way worse than that. He's been spoiled rotten, so he can only think about having it easy. Teaching anything to a guy like this is hopeless. No matter what you do, what's hopeless is hopeless. You're gonna go that far in talking about my son. It's the barrier of being the boss's son that's made Joe into a good-for-nothing. What the hell are you saying about my son? If you really want to straighten him out, you need to remove that shield of being the boss's son. If he's gonna brag about being a college graduate just from graduating some bottom-tier college, there's no hope for him, right? He doesn't even understand that he's a newbie, and he doesn't try to make an effort. The hierarchy in the mob is strict, so he needs to have the resolve for that, but this guy doesn't have that resolve. The second thing out of his mouth is complaining that his old man threw him in here. The mob life is unsuitable for a guy like that. What the? It's still your job to educate him, isn't it? If that's the case, why don't you try instructing him from scratch in the Thompson family first? Stop spoiling him by fawning over him with young master this, young master that every day, and make him forget about having it easy. That's why I sent him here to train, isn't it? If you're gonna try to do it here, there's no telling how many times he'll get hit. I gave up after just observing him. If you leave him in a family like this, it's obvious the family members are gonna gang up on him. Is that still okay with you? What the? That's why I excommunicated this guy. And you know what this guy said then? This guy was happy about it. He said now he's free. In other words, you're saying you can't raise a single person. That ain't it. If the son is like that, the parent is just as bad, huh? I'm saying he's not worth raising. No matter how much you try to raise him, if he's rejecting it himself, there's nothing you can do about it, is there? Fed up with the old man who wouldn't understand no matter how much he explained, the underboss yelled angrily in a rough tone. It was the first time someone had said that much to the old man, but it was also the first time someone had yelled at him like that. This seemed like it was gonna turn into a big deal. I watched the two of them go at it with a grin on my face. You don't think you're gonna get away with saying such high and mighty things to me, do you? Yeah, I'm prepared to say it since I'm saying it. Your son is defective. I don't want to deal with such a stupid son. Oh, so you're gonna defy me that much, huh? LOL. Defy you. You're the one who dumped your son on a subsidiary organization cause you can't educate him yourself. And it's laughable that the reward for that is funds for the family. Even if you do that, your son ain't gonna get any motivation. If you really want to do it, why don't you man up and do it yourself? Don't coddle him, do it properly yourself. You're gonna go that far in talking to me. Yeah, cause I don't want to deal with such an idiot. LOL. I see. If you're gonna say that much, I guess I don't need a family like this, huh? LOL. Huh? You ain't gonna listen to what I say. The Anderson family is disbanding. That would be a problem. We'll somehow educate your son, so, Don, that's obviously impossible. Even if you agree to do it, in the end you won't be able to do it, and the family will be crushed. It's just a matter of barely extending the family's existence a little bit. Give it a rest already. If this family gets crushed, what do you think is gonna happen to the other family members? You might be fine with that, but think about the other guys. Boss, I haven't approved of any excommunication. Wilson is just saying that on his own. So we'll have someone else take care of your son instead of Wilson. Please handle this matter discreetly. Don, shut up, you stay out of this. At this rate, we're not gonna be able to get the funds because of you. If that happens, we're the ones who'll be in trouble. The boss was desperately pleading, but the old man had a disgruntled look on his face. He was probably pissed off about my son being treated like an idiot so much. That said, He didn't seem to want to crush the Anderson family either, but there's no way he'd forgive the underboss for defying him, the boss. Which means I was excitedly watching to see how things would unfold from here. You think I'm gonna forgive you even after you insulted my son that much? Of course, but please spare the family. If you insist, you can do as you like with this, Wilson, but I'd like you to at least let the family continue. Don, shut up. It's 'cause you neglected the young master's education that this is happening. It's all your fault. I see, LOL. It's true that it's this guy's fault for not being able to educate my son, huh? Moreover, this guy defied me, LOL. If we're gonna settle this, it's gotta be this guy, huh? LOL. Yes, that's exactly right. Alright, got it. Then you go earn the family's funds. Me. Yeah, you're the one talking big, LOL. Show me your guts by earning it all by yourself, LOL. If you can do that, you'll have my respect. Saying my education was wrong, LOL. How about it? Can you do that? LOL. How much? 100K, LOL. Fine. I learned that 100K. But you have to earn it through underground fighting. Underground, why? I go watch underground fights a lot too, but that's a truly brutal competition between men, LOL. You can give up part way through, LOL. If you can earn 100K doing that, I'll believe that what you're saying is the real deal, LOL. But if you can't turn it and collapse halfway through like a get less coward, it'll mean that everything you said was just superficial in the end, LOL. That's when it'll be your turn to go to the afterlife, LOL. Fine. I'll definitely earn that 100K and come back. Saying that, the underboss descended into the underground. As for me, hey, Mr. Anderson. This guy is a handful, but what are you gonna do? You still gonna take him in at your place? Or if you're gonna pretend this never happened, I won't help your organization at all no matter what happens to it from now on, LOL. No, we'll take in the young master. Is that so? LOL. Joe, isn't that great? LOL. You better train properly at the Anderson family, LOL. There's no way that's happening. I finally got excommunicated. I keep telling you I don't want to be a mobster. No matter how much of a fuss I made, my training wasn't going to be cancelled. After that, I still had no motivation at all, and the senior members didn't lay a hand on me since I was the son of the head of the Thompson family. Thanks to that, I spent my days bumming around as I pleased, earning the resentment of the senior members, but living a life not much different from when I was in the Thompson family. Then one day, I decided to go watch an underground fight to see how ragged Wilson had become. He was talking big, but I bet he's gotten beaten to a pulp, LOL. That's what I thought when I went to watch the match, but I gasped at the fierceness of it. Even when he got hit, he'd get back up, and when he got back up, he'd go hit his opponent. I felt like I'd been struck by lightning, shocked that this was what a real man was like. So this is what a real man is. Disgusted by my own spoiled weakness up until now, I had a change of heart starting that day, put effort into improving myself, and started taking the initiative to act before being told to by the senior members. My old man, who received a report about me, asked why I had changed. I told him about Wilson and the underground fights. When I saw that guy, I thought I had to change myself. Then my old man, convinced that I was trying to change, stopped Wilson's matches. However, Wilson refused. This is something I decided to do. I'll do it until I earn 100K. This is how I'll take responsibility. Saying that in his ragged state, Wilson continued fighting in the ring until the very end and finally earned the full 100K. Even now, I spend my days at the Anderson family looking up to Wilson as a big brother, while occasionally getting smacked on the head